Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Leo. So, Leo, as always, I am using my own deck of cards to do your reading, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. And today for you, Leo, your reading is talking about how you have found a place that maybe you are checking it all up before you settle in, before you commit fully with all of your heart to dedicate your time and all of your passion to beautify it. So I feel like, the image that I'm receiving here for your reading, it feels like a home or a place that it could be like your desk, right? Your office, a room in your home, but I feel like it's a place where it's like you have just found it. You have just come across it, and it's something that it's like you're still analyzing it before you fully take over it and make it yours, right? So the reason why I'm saying that, because we're starting with this beautiful Five of Pentacles, and this Five of Pentacles came with a question actually coming from your part, Leo, asking, is this the place? This must be the place, because, well, I feel like in my heart, this must be the place. And it's actually reminding me of a song that is called This Must Be the Place. So if you haven't heard it, it's just the most beautiful lyrics. So yeah, that may suit you, or that may add to the message that I'm seeing here. But with the Ace of Cups coming next, it's like you have just arrived in this new space, and I feel like it is an actual space, being the Five of Pentacles, right? So it's like you have recently come across this new office, this new desk, this new arrangement, or this new vacant space that you can arrange it the way that your heart feels like it. But I feel like it takes a minute before you fully settle in, right? That's the thing. It's like your heart wants to settle. Your heart feels like this is the right place. This is it. It's like it's marked here. It like has your signature energy. It has your vibe. It has everything, like all of the potential, like physically all of the potential, even though you are being, maybe very analytical and very critical of all of the corners. Like I'm seeing you going to every single corner of the room and seeing if there's any dust or any, paint that, needs to redoing, like the whole painting of the walls or things like that, right? Like small details, just to check if this is the right place. And I feel like the more you analyze, the more you it's like doing the final checkups before you really move in, right? You really bring all of your heart into this space and make it your own. It's like this is the home for your heart. It's like you are creating this space in a way that fulfills you, in a way that is comfortable to you, because here we have the Four of Cups coming next, and this came with this very cozy image of an armchair, but one of those that are, that you can lay over it, that you can just it's like you can almost sleep in the armchair because it's so cozy, right? This is how this Four of Cups is coming through. So it's almost like this is the first piece of furniture that you add to your room to make it yours, right? To make this feel more like home, or feel a little bit more inviting for you to just feel like it's made for you, right? But you are the one doing it, right? It's like first you're just checking all of the physical structure, right? The walls, the doors, the windows, and stuff like that, and making plans and analyzing what you can do, what are the potentials with the physical space, checking if it's like the right one for you, and coming to the conclusion that yes, it's perfect for you. It's everything that your heart desires. It's like everything that you were looking for. It's just the right space for you. And there is something that is already completely familiar to you. This is the reason why this Four of Cups is coming through as like one significant piece of furniture that dresses the room, right? Or maybe we're talking about like this beautiful desk or this beautiful mirror, like, but it's coming through more like an armchair because it's something that you can just sit down and just enjoy there, right? It's like once you are there with the realization that this is your place, this is where your heart led you to find, and now you're finally settling in. It's like you are with that one piece of furniture or this one object that is significant to you, right? Maybe there's like an emotional connection to this furniture that maybe, you know, accompanies you from place to place. So this is something that really makes you feel good, makes you feel at home. And this is the first thing that you like, this is the inauguration. It's like the start movement of all of this refurbishment or this renovation perhaps, or this settling in and moving in, right? Because I feel like you are doing so in a very incremental kind of way, but like it feels so delicious. It's like you are enjoying every single moment of moving in, because here we have the Seven of Cups. So all of these cups, this is the most gorgeous thing ever. It's like it starts with this certainty that overflows your heart with this joy and this love for this place already, even though it was empty, right, when you arrived in the first place. So it's like you are slowly but gradually, like very intently adding the pieces, adding the comfort with everything that resonates with you. It's like pieces or like objects and things that make your home, make this place feel your home, right? But I feel like you're doing so in a very, it's almost like if you are not an interior designer, it's like you are discovering that maybe you can be one essentially, because, well, maybe because of the significance of the things that you are bringing in, right? It has to do with the emotional connections of everything that you are choosing to put in this space. It's not random. It's not just because they're beautiful. Well, although, you know, that could be some sort of emotional connection too because of the beauty of it. But it's more than that. It's like all of the things have meaning, right? They have, it's almost like they have story, right? So something that was, you know, just the bare bones or the potential space, right, that was waiting for you to arrive, it's like now it's becoming more and more and more yours, right? It's like you are putting your own personal touch to everything that you're bringing in, right? And I feel like this is so beautiful because it's not only about bringing stuff in, although this is mainly what the first row is talking about, but it's also about what you're taking and what you are opening up space for, meaning how much light do you want in this room, right? We have the Magician, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords. So this is the part where I feel like, you know, before it's like you were bringing in essential pieces, you know, maybe objects and furniture that are really meaningful to you to make it feel much more like a lived space, right? But with the Magician, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords, I feel like it's almost like you are redesigning this space. It's like you were assessing the room beforehand. It's like you were just analyzing and seeing all of the potential and, you know, the modifications and the renovation potential that was in there within the physical structures, right? So, you know, maybe change the floors, you know, paint again the walls with another color that suits you, but mainly here with the Sun and the magic that you want to bring in, it's through light. right? That is the thing that I feel like you are, it's like if the things that you were adding were small things, or perhaps like one or two big pieces of furniture, right? With the Four of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Here, it's like the intervention feels a lot more, it's almost like this, I can see this hammer, or what is the name of the thing that, you know, you open doors, or you bring down walls. That is the thing that I cannot remember the name of. But this is what the Ace of Swords is coming through. It's like the tools that you need to like open up the windows, right? Or, you know, make the sunlight just flood into this room. It's like you really want to bring in the light. And this is something that is like adds to the magic that you are already creating by bringing in the pieces that are meaningful to you, right? So it's like a really straightforward message here for you, Leo. I wonder if since the beginning you had this plan all along, but you know, first you had to really see what you were working with, right, to make the decisions. But I feel like because we're ending with the Ace of Swords, right, and before we have two really beautiful major arcana, it's like the decision, like the all of the plans, all of the thinking, all of the assessment was done previously, and very smartly done. It's like you saw the potential, you took notes, you made plans, you saw everything that you could design or redesign. And I feel like this is like the more, well, if with the cups we were talking about minor things, right? Or things that are movable, that are easily shifted from one place to another, right? So what's the name of the things that you hold near and dear to you? Isn't there a name for these objects that are, I can't remember. So in any case, like here, it's almost like you bring these things first just to make you feel like you belong there, right? But this isn't like, this is just the start of this renovation process in a sense, or like the more structural interventions that you're making in order to bring in the light. That is really crucial here, Leo. It's like, I feel like, well, you are ruled by the sun, right? So it's almost like if you don't have enough sunlight, this is no good for you. So maybe this is the reason why you were questioning if this was the place in the first moment, right? As soon as you arrived there, it's like you were looking around and, you know, checking all of the corners and seeing what you could do to improve the lighting, or like how much level of sunlight you receive during the day, right? So I feel like this is really smart of you, because it's like you come to the conclusion, Leo, that this is really the place, right? This is something that fits not only your needs but your heart's desire. Remember, the Ace of Cups is here, and it's interesting because, you know, first comes everything that your heart was looking for, but then reason steps in order to make it more suitable for yourself, right? It's like the small tweaks that you could do to add these small objects, or these first furnitures that you already had with you, right? That make you feel at home and comfortable and cozy, and like this is your place. Like you did that part, and that is okay. But now let's get to the bigger stuff. Let's get to the more structural intervention that talks about something that is, well, it's talking about permanent changes, actually. This is what the three cards here at the bottom are saying, permanent changes. So I feel like your plans maybe are, you know, because you found the place, it's like maybe you are not just settling in for a couple of months, right? Maybe you're talking about like a longer stay. So now that you found a way to arrange things that are adjustable and movable and able to, you know, shift easily. Now the bigger things can be tackled. Now you can, it's almost like, the interesting thing about the hat of the magician is looking more like a construction worker, but with, you know, all of the beautiful connections to the higher spiritual realm. So it's not this basic 3D level construction site or this renovation step, right, or stage that you are coming into once you feel like you have settled enough that now you can go on with these, it's like just more permanent stages of this moving in, I want to say. So there are a lot of decisions, but it's like you are so sure that this is the place, that this is where you feel happy, that your heart is happy, that there is no doubt that you're going to, you know, break down the walls to open that window to make this sunlight enter this room even more, right? It's like you are looking to the future, and the more you look forward, the brighter it gets, because the prospects of bringing in more light, because of all the potential that you saw from the beginning, are there. So you have no doubt that this is the right way to go. It's like you have to now go to phase 2, in a sense, where the intervention is going to be more structural but also more magical, because it's going to allow in so much more light, right? This is so crucial for you today. I feel like letting in the light is this part 2 that is going to be permanently open, in a sense, once you've decided to, you know, smash this wall to open this larger window, right? So this is so gorgeous. I love it. So I'm going to pull more cards for you, Leo, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.